A couple of days ago, we posted some pictures of replacement pieces we make for jigsaw puzzles. So, and people were asking how we make them. So, yeah, we thought we're gonna make this video step by step to show you how we do it. Like, here's this one. They're very hard to tell from original pieces. So, let's hope we can make another one. We have a nice was puzzle with a missing piece. Here I have the section with the missing piece. So let's go step by step and see how we do it. So the people were asking about the material we're using. So we have this cardboard. It's called Esca graphic board. Squeeze them together gently, and then with a very sharp pencil, just draw the shape of the piece, and make sure you give your pencil an angle to go as far as you can in every corner. Okay, make sure you have one single clean line. I have one ready to show you, and you see that I already cut it to a smaller piece, keeping a couple of millimeters all around. That's because the next step, I think, which is very important, is to get the right thickness for your piece, because you don't want it to stick out when you put it with the other pieces. So what I do is I take one of the original pieces from the puzzle, measure it. Now, if you have a measuring instrument like this, so this is I have a digital caliper here, which is very convenient to measure the thickness of your piece. Okay, I think we can see that very clearly. So keep that in mind, and with a very flat surface and some garnet paper, just gently go around. Try to get an even pressure on your piece, and just go for it. So I prefer to do that before cutting the piece, actually, because there's less chance of damaging your piece. So once in a while, stop, take a measurement. Okay. Yeah, this cardboard is actually the exact thickness of that puzzle, so it's already there. I like to have it a little thinner at this point because you're gonna be adding glue and paper, so I normally go a bit thinner. And make sure to take measurements at different places on your piece, so that will help you adjust the pressure. Now, when this is done, you're ready to cut your piece. So get yourself a very sharp, fine blade, something like this, and then yeah, go for it. Take your time, just go for that line. I'll do one side of the piece right now just to show you the result. So yeah, you can just go for it on the straight sections like this. Okay, and when you get to the round parts, again, go slowly, follow that line, little bit at a time, and you can really poke with the tip of your blade. Here I have one that is already completely cut, so I'll continue with this one. I have a set of needle files, two shapes of files that I like. One of them is a round file, just very pointy and round. This one is a half round, so round on one side, flat on the other side, and these are the only two that I use. I can do pretty much everything with them. So I like to clean this with, I use the round file, pushing down so I don't do any back and forth motion. I don't want to peel off that nice paper. So you can start cleaning your cut actually all around. So play with the round file, the half round file, go all around. And at this point, one thing I also like to do, people wonder how to get those round edges. You know, when from the manufacturing process of a jigsaw puzzle, the edges are always round. So that's because of the cutting die. So I take my round file and I actually start to, with a nice 45-degree angle, I start to work those edges. And I really hope you can see that on camera. So I'm trying to get that little round edge. You can see, I think we can see it. Yeah, right here. We can see that round edge. So work it all around, create that edge. Okay. And it should look like this. If your piece is too tight at some places, work with it with the file. If it's too loose or you actually remove too much material, here's what I do. I use some a glue stick with a toothpick, and you can actually add some material around your new puzzle piece. So if you say, if you feel like some material is missing and you have a gap, you can take your toothpick, you can actually add some glue and shape it with the round edge of your toothpick. Sometimes I do it to add some material to a piece, or sometimes I do it to repair when the cardboard is actually peeling off. So you can see that I actually added some thickness to the piece here. Now it's time to glue the paper on top of it. Take any regular white paper, okay? Apply glue, make sure there's no gap, make sure you put your piece upside down, so face down on the glue. Start applying pressure. And now this is the very interesting part, in my opinion, that will make your piece look like the original one. You remember those round edges that we made with the file? Now work the paper all around your piece and go get those round edges everywhere. Get that. You will see the shape of your puzzle piece appear. At this point, I would let it dry. Okay. When it's done, take your knife again and cut it. You want to make sure that your knife is square with the edge of the piece. You don't want to get under that piece and cut the paper too short. It doesn't matter at this point if it's perfect. You just want to make sure it's not too small. Okay, I'm gonna do a little section here. Okay, it should start looking like this. As you can see, it's not perfect. You can see that it's a rough cut, but here's the next step. So I have one that is ready here. So Okay, this is really the most satisfying step. This is really where magic happens. So no back and forth motion, just go from up to down and break the edge of the paper that you just glued. Okay, you create a sharp edge. The paper will cut. So here's the result that you want. So you see here the rough cut from the knife, and this is what I get from the file. So from with this cutting of the edge of the paper. I'm gonna keep doing it for the remaining part of this piece. It's time to actually draw the picture. So normally I like to work on the screen to enlarge the section that I need to draw. The challenge here is it's a Wasgish puzzle. Wasgish, you know, they don't put the picture on the box, so I had to go online, found somebody who posted the picture, so I got lucky, I found one. So now I can enlarge and find out what this piece is supposed to look like. So it's actually this one. And take your sharp pencil again. So very lightly start to draw this picture. Okay, so now I'm happy with those lines. So maybe just some tips on how to put color or match the colors. So what I try to do is always start from lighter color to darker color. Even with those lines, you know, it's a cartoon type of picture. I could make this dark, make those dark lines, but I won't do it because I found out then you can drag that color into the lighter colors. Okay, so I made some tests and I actually used these three colors to get the background. So start with the lighter color. And one of the tip I think is very important is never to push hard with your pencil because you don't want to poke on that nice paper. It's only paper and cardboard, remember. So if you want to get a good saturation with your colors, just gently go over and over and over with a light pressure. Okay, one tip I found out is that when it's time to blend those colors, a very clean white eraser will help blend everything together. One thing I want to do is make sure there is actually color everywhere, even if it looks light, if it even looks white. Get some color in there so later when you want to apply some sealant, you want to make sure that it reacts the same way everywhere. I like to take a minute to complete those lines further down on the edges of that new piece. I think I'm happy with this one. Let's see how it goes together. Okay, now we want to protect that new piece. Okay, so here's our finished new puzzle piece. We tried for this one, we tried this product, which is a kind of museum quality sealant. So, and yeah, we like the result. It looks good. So here it goes. Fits exactly the same as all other pieces around. Yeah.